Hey, this is Matt once again. We're back to another video, and this is a paid request for James. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, reviews, re-reviews, reactions, commentaries, video game playthroughs, tier lists, rankings, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. For those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. I do apologize. Trying to get to these as soon as I can, but that's why I'm uploading 4 or 5 videos a day. But one of the requests he wanted was for me to react to the 2007 Royal Rumble, which is cool because it's been a while since I've been requested to react to one of these, and these are a lot of fun to react to. Now, 2007, that era of wrestling, I really didn't follow because after Stone Cold Steve Austin turned heel, and then I didn't buy it, and then all this other stuff, and then the Invasion Angle being stupid, and then Steve Austin left, and The Rock is going to Hollywood, and then you bring in people like John Cena and stuff. I just wasn't really that gung-ho about this. I'm sure there's a lot of good wrestlers, perhaps some good wrestling matches. I just didn't follow wrestling anymore. I was just too busy with other stuff in life. I'm like, I'm just going to put my effort into other stuff in life. But I don't know if I even saw this Royal Rumble before. I do know this is the one Undertaker won. Now, the way I'm seeing this, it is on Daily Motion. So you type up Royal Rumble 2007 Daily Motion, it is on there. It's an hour, 5 minutes, and 15 seconds. Because I know a lot of the Royal Rumbles are on the YouTube WWE channel. And I love to react to some of those old ones, like the 89, 88, the first one, 89, 90 and such. But this one's for 2007. So I'm paused at the beginning. If you want to have the Daily Motion downloaded and download this and put it together yourself, or having different windows, however you want to do it, I'm not going to be able to show it on here because it'll get blocked. Feel free. Again, if anyone wants to request anything, PayPal, Cash App are the best way to do it. I'll get to it as soon as I can. So, I'll pause the beginning. There's an hour and 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, it's Royal Rumble 2007, just the actual Rumble match. It is on Daily Motion. I'll pause the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. So you have the Spectacle, Brett, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Undertaker, British Bulldog, Brock, Yokozuna, Steve Austin, Flash of People, History. Yes, Hogan versus Warrior. Pretty big deal in that Rumble. Kane making a big statement, thrown out. At the time, was the most. Yeah, Ric Flair winning, that's probably the best Royal Rumble. Which that was always funny because Hulk Hogan took out Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, rest in peace to him. And then people were... at the time, people booed because they thought what Hogan did was wrong, which is true. It was wrong. But then later on, they put in the cheers because that was the narrative they wanted. Ooh, Benoit. Yeah, this is the Twist Benoit era. Which I know this era they want to talk as less. I wonder if this is why some of... I have to look up the WWE Royal Rumble and stuff again. I wonder if there's ones up there that have Chris Benoit in there. Just if not, then maybe this is why they're like, we're not going to have this on there because Chris Benoit was in it and we don't even want to deal with that. Shawn Michaels versus Edge. 2 great performers. I don't like Shawn Michaels as a person, but he's talented in the ring. Great Khali. Who gives a fuck about Great Khali? Great Khali has always sucked ass. He's always been shit. Kane outlived his usefulness. I think he was good for a while. I liked him better with the mask on. I think when he took off the mask, he was just not as memorable. Of course, Undertaker. We saw a bit of MVP there. But yeah, I do like the Royal Rumble style match. Just the potential is you're going to see all these different stars, and some of them interact where no other times they be interacting. Like the old, like Repo Man and Hulk Hogan is in the same ring, and other stuff from back in the day. But yeah, wrestling I don't watch much nowadays. I know nowadays they're much more into Saudi Arabia, and there's all the rumors that eventually they'll be sold to Saudi Arabia. I know they're doing more WrestleManias and stuff in the future in Saudi Arabia, so they don't go more in that direction. Whatever. Ain't for me. WrestleMania 23. But yeah, I mean, Vince McMahon, how much of a weirdo, pervert, piece of shit that guy is, was, and forever will be. Fuck Vince McMahon. The leadership seems like nowadays they haven't really learned much. I don't hate Cody Rhodes, but I don't know, he's been booked the best. R-Truth, they wasted that guy. He had a good potential to make like a comeback, a second groove to his career, and they fucked up. Of course, yeah, Ric Flair, number one. Great wrestler for his style. He has a specific style with the way he drops down when he's knocked out, all this stuff. I mean, you say he does do the same type of match over and over again, but he was good on the mic and the promo. He seems pretty scummy as a person. There's the whole story about the stewardess and him showing her his dick. And just the constant issues of him being drunk, him... I think he wants to be Mickey Rourke the wrestler. Not, like... He doesn't think about that movie, but I think... what that movie is, the way Mickey Rourke kind of thinks of himself, I think that's how Ric Flair thinks of himself. I think he wants to die in the ring. I think this is all he has left. A lot of his friends have left him or abandoned him. And he's getting drunk at pizza places and all this other... Like, every month is like something more and more ridiculous shit. And one more match. Like, Ric Flair, like, the past 5-6 years, he has really embarrassed and tarnished his legacy, in my opinion. And Finlay, I never gave a fuck about Finlay. Like, really? He's the guy that go up against Ric Flair? Finlay? Maybe that's just me. I never gave a fuck about Finlay. The only time I remember Finlay is when he had Hornswoggle. But, like, of all the people on the card, Shelton Benjamin, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Rob Van Dam, you don't want him as the, the second guy? Fucking Finlay. Now, Ric Flair, I didn't get to watch much of any WCW growing up as a kid, like the early days. The only time I saw WCW was during the Monday Night Wars. So that would have been, when I watched it, probably 99, when I was watching it, 98, 99. But like the early days, my aunt would send us videotapes of various programs, and a few of them were wrestling. And so it was some stuff involving Hulk Hogan, or stuff like the Mountie, Repo Man, Berserker. I know on the one tape, it had the Berserker almost stabbing Undertaker with the sword, and the sword was stuck in the mat. And there's this thing with Ric Flair, and that was the first time I ever saw Ric Flair. And it's like Ric Flair, and Sid. No, it was like Hulk Hogan and Sid, and then Ric Flair, and I forget who else. Was it Razor Ramon? Someone else, and then Sid left and abandoned him. Who the fuck is... I saw him at the beginning, but who the fuck is Kenny Dijkstra? Who the fuck is this guy? I'd have to look up who the fuck this guy is. Tenny. They kill Tenny, you bastard. Who the fuck is Tenny Dijkstra? Actually, I'm not. It's actually funnier that I don't know who the fuck he is. I guess a new up-and-coming guy they wanted to try to pump up early on as a villain. Man, that one guy in the back, like, yeah, get that fucker out. Like, the back and to the right. But I know a lot of times Ric Flair would work with younger talent and try to make them look good and such. And a lot of times you put on the figure four, and it's like, well, how many people did he actually beat with the figure four? Does they either get out of it, they overturn it, etc. Of course, Matt Hardy. Of the Hardy Boys. I mean, I know some people have said that they think Matt Hardy's the better wrestler, but Jeff Hardy is more of the star. Matt Hardy, anytime I think of him, I either think of, well, I don't know if he does as much nowadays, but the whole delete, delete, delete thing. There's that one thing with the drone. Just kind of pretty. I mean, he got himself some life with that, to be fair. I thought it was just annoying shit. I didn't give a shit about that character. Delete, delete, delete. Fuck off. I thought it was just annoying. To me, at least. And then, what was it? What was I going to say? Of course, I mean, it was a good team, the Hardy Boys. And oh yeah, the thing with Lita. He was with Lita, then Edge got with Lita, and even though, I mean, Edge stole, like, Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge, but yet it seemed like more people were still on Edge's side because they think Edge is cooler than Matt Hardy. Speaking of Edge, there you go. I like Edge. Now, there's a spear there. Another spear. Oh, dodge the spear. Bit of twist of fate there. Anytime anytime I see Edge, I think of his theme song. On this day, I see freely. I'm not really into Adam Copeland. I don't watch AEW. I've seen clips. I've seen pieces. That shit just annoys me. I find it funny they didn't let Finlay take in his weapon, but they're allowing Ric Flair to bring in a chair. Like, how many referees? No fit. You can't bring that in. You can't bring that in. Give me it. But then Ric Flair goes out, brings a chair in, and then, oh yeah, that's fine. We're not going to do anything. Oh my god, wow. I am surprised Ric Flair went out so quickly. I am surprised. Oh, there goes you. The opportunist. Hey, that's the job of Royal Rumble. That's the whole point of it. That's the point. Tommy Dreamer. I've been surprised Ric Flair went out so early. A bit of Tommy Dreamer. Was Tommy Dreamer ever a good wrestler? I know he's a big mainstay of ECW. But again, was he ever, quote, a good wrestler? I mean, he's one of those guys I mean, that's another one I didn't grow with is ECW. Now, I had heard of them. I'd known of them, of course. And The Rise and Fall of ECW is a great documentary. I would say that's my favorite wrestling documentary. Very fascinating. And if I want, I could find clips online and such if I want to. I just don't have the time to go and rewatch and or not even rewatch, but watch that stuff. I just don't have the time. But I mean, I respect his popularity in ECW, and maybe compared to some others in ECW, he seems more competent. But he never like I haven't seen anything that's blown me away with Tommy Dreamer. I'll put it that way. Sabu, rest in peace, Sabu. Sabu, Sabu, Sabu. Again, they're letting him get a fucking table, but they won't let the other guy bring in his little scepter thing. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's the cat scratching against the thing, if you hear that. If you go over the rope, you don't eliminate yourself. What are you doing, Sabu? This is your chance to WrestleMania. Of course, Sabu fighting the one ECW guy. Sabu has some good acrobatic stuff to him. And can do some pretty dangerous stunts. I'll give him that. Smacked Tommy Dreamer, did a little bit of Matt Hardy, going off the rope, but Tommy Dreamer cut Sabu off. Obviously, that table will be used sooner or later. Or are the refs taking the table away? I saw in the corner, like, it looked like they were taking the table away. If that's the case, what was the point of having the table there? Oh, so Matt Hardy did a little move on Sabu. Surprised Finley is in there longer than Ric Flair. Oh, Gregory Helms, who's really pissed off at Matt Hardy, beating the shit out of him. For those who don't know, Gregory Helms was the Hurricane. There's a hurricane coming, but see, this is how little I know. I didn't know he just was Gregory Helms. Like, in this time. I thought he was just the Hurricane. So I don't know what the deal is, why he's so pissed off at Matt Hardy, what the storyline before this is. Oh, he's going to flip Finley onto the table. He's got Fit Finley in the corner. Gregory's trying to get Matt Hardy out, not quite working. See, that's the thing with Rumble matches. They get to the point where people just kind of sitting down in corners, kind of waiting for the next point. So now it's Gregory Helms and Sabu going at it a little bit. Shelton Benjamin. Underrated guy, man. This is a guy that deserved a lot more. He is so talented. Athletic. Got a good look. Got good moveset. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to do it in the ring. The fact this guy didn't get more is fucking ridiculous. So that's the whole thing. They're the whole time teasing that table. The people participating, wondering when that table is going to be used. Of course, you think, well, why are the refs not taking the table away since the table's not supposed to be there? It's like, come on. It's just that they're not supposed to. That's going to be for a spot later. Man, they didn't really give Shelton Benjamin much to do. Like, they should have given him some good spots to use his athleticism, athletic style. Like, they didn't really give him much to do in this, man. What the hell? Shelton Benjamin just came in and then barely made a dent. Now he's already getting beaten on by Matt Hardy. Come on, man. Ooh. So the point is, we don't know yet. Here comes Kane. Which is why I reminded us earlier about how he took so many people out. He took so many people out, so will he do it again? Kid Tommy Dreamer. Just punching everybody. Ooh, gives a big slam. Was it the Dreadry Helms, I think? Choke slam to Edge. Oh, you don't take Tommy Dreamer out? There you go. Goodbye, Tommy Dreamer. Maybe next time. Oh, is he going to slam Sabu through the table? Oh, here's goodbye, Sabu. You don't flip Sabu. Yep. Up, choke slam. Sabu right through the table. There you go. So that's what it was for. Choke slam right through the table. That's two people Kane already took out. Like I said, Kane I liked better with the mask. And the first mask. I know there was like a later mask and it just looked cheaper. But the first mask, where you saw a little bit of the beard outline, I just thought he looked much more intimidating, much more mysterious. Once he took the mask off, he was just a lot less interesting. Ooh, CM Punk, the early days of CM Punk. I know a lot of people hate CM Punk. As a person, maybe they got a good reason for it. I don't mind him as a wrestler. He's not the best wrestler in the world, far from it. There are times his punches at times don't look that great. His kicks at times don't look that great. But he has some good stuff in there. Some good selling points. Some good, he has a good attitude throughout a lot of it. And he's fantastic on the microphone. So I don't mind. I don't hate CM Punk. I like it. I think there are times it's too big for his britches. He thinks he's more important than he really is at times. But, previously we saw he got a big high knee to the corner against Edge. But I don't hate CM Punk. I think since his return to WWE, initially there was a good buzz. Nowadays, I don't know. Like, he's just one of the guys nowadays, it seems like. I don't know. To be fair, I haven't looked too much into it, so maybe I'm wrong. Booker T. Team Booker at this point. Love Booker T. Do new 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 new. Do new 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 new. Five time. They should have done. They did do stuff with Booker T. He's Team Booker here, but man, there's a lot of people who loved him, who gave him a lot of hype, a lot of momentum. He should not have lost to Triple H in that WrestleMania. Nice SmackDown CM Punk. But yeah, there's it's just the way that went about, where Triple H is, as his character, is like pushing the racial thing, and then Booker T loses. I think he lost his years with WCW at one point. It's like anybody who's with WCW, Triple H comes in to defeat. Did that with Booker T, did that with Sting. God, there's another person, I forget. top of my head now, but who the fuck is the Super Crazy? Who the fuck is Super Crazy? He's a, well, I would say luchador without a mask, Mexican wrestler. Why should I give a fuck about Super Crazy? Kane and Booker T just beat the shit out of him. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Kane just threw him against the ropes and elbowed him. Sit your ass down. So much for that momentum, Super Crazy. That's so much for that. Sit your ass down. I mean, so far, I mean, there hasn't really been any. I mean, I guess the only big moment is Kane choke slamming Sabu through the table. Maybe you want to say when Edge came out and speared a few. But other than that, it's been kind of a... here comes Jeff Hardy, though. Definitely the bigger... Oh, he was the Intercontinental Champion at this point. Thought the Hardys working together. Double teaming. There you go, Finlay. Suplex. Up, now they don't get Edge. Double elbow to Edge. Double takedown on Edge. You leave him down, but how about you work on getting some people out of the ring? Oh shit. What's this? What the hell was that? They almost fucked up the guy's leg. So they had him like kind of down and they grabbed him and they kind of like flipped him over, but one leg was almost going here and then they almost split the guy's legs apart. That did not look great. That move didn't look that great. Not that smooth. Now they're both beating on Kane. So there you go, that's one moment. The Hardys double teaming. I did maybe Edge spearing a few people, Sabu getting the choke slam from Kane through the table, then the Hardys double teaming. The Sandman. Listen, the Sandman only worked when you got the Metallica Enter Sandman. Otherwise, it just doesn't work as well. The fact that someone crowd knows who he is, I mean, get some points for that. He didn't bring a weapon. Finlay couldn't, but he could bring a weapon. So how it, obviously with Royal Rumble, there is no DQ. Goodbye, Sandman. I mean, how can you really... Yeah, that's kind of how they feel about ECW. Get the fuck out of here, Sandman. Booker just eliminated him in like 30 seconds. Maybe that's a way to make Booker T more villainous and more of a heel. To get him out there that quickly. But I guess some would say the entrance is what the Sandman does, and then he's a shitty wrestler. So yeah, he does his entrance, he comes in, then get him out. That felt like it went quicker that time. Now Randy Orton's in there. It's supposed to be like every 2 minutes. That felt like it went by quicker. But here goes Randy Orton. Randy Orton, great. I mean, not sure. He's a damn good wrestler. To be his RKO, especially out of nowhere, a lot of memorable moments throughout the years. good technical wrestler. I'm sure he's a dick in real life. He has that vibe, and there's a lot of stories of him being a dick in real life, but ooh, got the Hardys out. But that was a big deal for people. People like, what the fuck? I'm sure that's a story for later. Because I've had, what, yeah, Edge and Randy Orton were a team at one point, I guess in this point, so I'm sure that'd be for later. They'll maybe have a WrestleMania match together, the Hardy Boys versus these guys. I should look up what it says WrestleMania 23. What are the matches for WrestleMania 23 that came up? Ah, the murderer, Chris Benoit. I get to a point, WWE, when it's like, okay, some of these are just kind of hard to show, to watch, to advertise, to make money off of because, you know, what Chris Benoit did. But at the same time, if that's the case, then you have to, all the stuff in the past with Superfly Jimmy Snuka, you gotta get rid of that. I'm on some other people, so that's why you have to, instead of censor, you have to teach people. People have, you teach them and you learn. You go, this is a wrestler, and what are the ramifications of what he did, why he did it, how it came to be. I know there's conspiracy theories, oh, Chris Benoit. No, Chris Benoit did it. I'm sorry that people may get angry at that and disagree. Just Chris Benoit did it. Chris Benoit, time and time again, injury to the brain completely melted his brain. He had a move that was a diving headbutt. You say, well, what about all the other wrestlers? If there's a lottery, there's always going to be a winner. Sadly, the winner here is you won the disease in the brain. Got Rob Van Dam, you know, baked in a statement, which is nice. Get him, Rob Van Dam, get him. Making a hell of a statement. Is that you're not kicking me out like you did Sandman. Goodbye, Booker T. But yeah, Chris Benoit, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about. I mean, it would take me 20 minutes to go through the whole Benoit thing, but I did think he did what they say he did. I think his brain was completely fucking fried, melted. What they say, his brain was like a 80-year-old Alzheimer patient. So Booker T wants a bit of revenge. Is he on? See, that's always the thing that's weird with Rumbles, is that if you lose, you go back in and eliminate someone and it still counts. I always hated that shit, because if that's the case, then why doesn't everybody go out and just eliminate everybody else, if that's the case? You took me out, I go back and eliminate you, and just again and again and again just do that. If you're not going to have that rule. Oh wow, Viscera. Big Daddy V. Wow. I didn't know he was still around here this time. I remember when he was part of Men on a Mission. Wow, okay. So Booker T's beating up on Kane on the outside. So, in WrestleMania 23... Ric Flair and Carlito defeated Gregory Helms and Chavo Guerrero. That was a dark match, actually. Mr. Kennedy defeated CM Punk, Randy Orton, Finlay, Matt Hardy, and Team Booker, as well as Jeff Hardy and Edge in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The Great Khali defeated Kane. Chris Benoit defeated MVP. The Undertaker defeated Batista. Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu defeated Elijah Burke, Marcus Corvon, and Matt Striker, and Kevin Thorne. Bobby Lashley defeated Umaga. Oh, yeah. Melina defeated Ashley. John Cena defeated Shawn Michaels. So really not a lot really built into this. They really did much. Like the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Edge and Randy Orton. Booker T versus fucking Kane. Maybe they did that for No Way Out, maybe? Kane defeated Team Booker. Okay. Chris Benoit and the Hardys defeated MVP, Joey Mercury, and Johnny Nitro. No Edge, no Randy Orton. That's weird. Whatever. Fuck it then. But yeah, Viscera, I didn't realize he was still around at this point. I still remember him as Mabel. And he would do that move and hurt a lot of guys. But guys like Kevin Thorne, I don't really know much about. So I can't say much about Kevin Thorne. So in the ring, we got Randy Orton there, Viscera, Rob Van Dam, Kevin Thorne and Chris Benoit. Finlay is still in here. How the hell is Finlay still in here? He came in second and Finlay is still in here? Maybe they felt Ric Flair didn't have the energy to stay there the whole time. Ah, there you go. Mabel. I tell you what, he wanted to call Mabel clotheslined Rob Van Dam there. But again, these are fun to watch because there's always something new happening. Either a new person coming in, wrestling move, a moment. Shelton Benjamin tried to do a big old slam, but Johnny Nitro stopped it. Here's Hardcore Holly, who was formerly the race car driver. I still remember when he was the race car driver gimmick in the early days of the 90s of WWF. And then, now he's Hardcore Holly. And apparently he was a fucking bully who would treat people like shit. Like Rene Dupree. Felt that Rene Dupree owed him money, disrespected him, so he beat the shit out of Rene Dupree when the idea was supposed to be just a regular match. And Rene Dupree gave Rene Dupree this bump, which when the guy was on a plane, it fucking burst and blows everywhere. So Hardcore Holly just seems like a fucking prick. A fucking prick. So, and for what? Like, has anyone ever had the best of Hardcore Holly matches on their playlist? Is there a Hardcore Holly DVD? Fuck no. No one gave a fuck about Hardcore Holly. Just at the spot where everyone's trying to take out the bid man because they know it'll be hard to do it by ourselves. So now everybody's did the Big Daddy V. Ah, Shawn Michaels. Give Shawn Michaels a bit of room. There you go. He's definitely going to get Finley out. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised. Yep, now's your time to go. There you go. Give Shawn Michaels the moment. Big old kick. There you go. Ah, man. Dude, Shelton Benjamin deserved so much more. Why are you telling me, like, Shelton Benjamin, how athletic he is, he couldn't do some cool spots with Shawn Michaels? Really? Dude, Shelton Benjamin just underused talent, man. Just like R-Truth. I mean, R-Truth has some funny moments throughout the years, but he could do more as a wrestler than Chris Masters. Didn't he have, like, the Master Lock? Like, that move? If that's who I'm thinking of. Because that's the only... If so, that's the only thing I remember. Up now, Edge and Randy working on Shawn Michaels. Again, Shawn Michaels more than likely a prick in real life. Oh, there goes Johnny Nitro. But a lot of stories of him being a prima donna prick. But you can't take away the fact that Shawn Michaels is a very talented wrestler. Of the high flying variety. Because you have like the Shawn Michaels style, you have the Bret Hart style. Both styles. I think more people try to be like Shawn Michaels with the high flying, the agility, the big moveset. But when Shawn wanted to, he could sell very well. A lot of people don't do that nowadays. I do agree with CM Punk where he said, you know, a lot of people try to be Shawn Michaels when more people should be like Bret Hart. And I agree with that. And while again, Shawn Michaels is a very good wrestler, a lot of good matches, I do prefer Bret Hart and the way he wrestled his style. Chavo Guerrero. Meh. That's how I feel, man. The only times people give a shit is when he's copying Eddie or referencing Eddie Guerrero. Oh, there goes Kevin Thorne. And no one gave a fuck. No one gave a shit about him. They're like, who the fuck is Kevin Thorne? I almost forgot CM Punk was even in this match. Because he's done jack shit. That's the thing, a lot of these people kind of just blend in the background and don't really do much of anything. It's like they wait for the next guy, then he does a couple cool moves, and then everyone's just kind of struggling and lifting up and stuff. I wonder how it works where like, okay, that was my time to get beaten on, and then it's your time to get beaten on. You tell Rob Van Dam wanted to do a move with CM Punk, but then he went over to Edge and left left Rob Van Dam hanging. He was going to do this thing off the rope and hit the guy, but then CM Punk ran over there, so he's like, what the fuck? I guess I won't be doing that. Ooh, nice. There you go. Nice little drop kit there to take out Chris Masters. So obviously they're told before this is who you take out, and this is around the time you take out. Then until then, you know, there's little spots here, but then you just do whatever. Just the idea is that if someone does something to you, react to it. Randy Orton beating the shit out of CM Punk there. Oh yeah, Carlito. Yeah, some of these guys I haven't thought of in a long time, like Carlito. Carlito. I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking forgot about this guy. Pretty much the thing with the apple and spitting it. I remember he did that one time, and a fan was like, "I hope you choked on your apple." You know, Shawn Michaels, he's not going to be getting out anytime soon. If he's not part of the last four, I'd be really surprised. Again, I know this is the one Undertaker wins, so he's, you know, he's going to be probably. That's another thing. Like a lot of times when it's the last guy who comes out, the second last guy, a lot of times they're the ones who win. I say yeah, because they're the ones who got the most energy. They have been fighting for however long. So it's like, hey, you picked the lottery number, you got in last, and now you could clear and clean house. This was much more interesting and fun when it's like a guy who's like the third or the fourth that was able to carry through and win, go through the gauntlet, so to speak, of that story. Like Ric Flair did, and I think Shawn Michaels did that before. Oh, Great Khali. No one ever likes Great Khali coming out. They just don't. They just sigh. That one guy, like, giving them. There's like a guy doing this to Great Khali. Just no one likes him. He's slow. He's lumbering. He just takes up space. He can't wrestle. He can barely fucking gyrate and move. He just stumbles about. He's no Andre the Giant. And the reason Vince McMahon liked him is just how big he likes his big monsters, likes his big. You know, Great Khali is Giant Gonzalez. What he wanted Giant Gonzalez to be is who Great Khali was. Only Great Khali didn't wear a stupid fucking outfit that people laughed at and got him out of the fucking business. And that was the thing, it's like the only thing he could do is a headbutt and slapping a palm down. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. He's a lousy fucking wrestler. So much for this guy. Goodbye. Ooh, man. He got Rob Van Dam out? Really? Now they're trying to make him the Kane of this one, where he's taking everybody out. Ooh, tried to get back in, got smacked. Yeah, they're really trying to make him the Kane, where he's like taking everybody out, trying to beat the record of Kane. But no one gives a shit about you. No one likes you. Up Shawn Michaels, what's he gonna do? He's going to try to take him out, but Shawn's going to take him out. I said, okay, what you don't do, Kali? Oh, yeah, I thought they were going to have it where... So it's MVP, Randy Orton, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Great Khali. The Undertaker, of course. So this will be like a, I guess, more tolerable version of Undertaker and John Gonzalez. So I have a feeling they don't have It makes sense. Have Undertaker take him out, since he's going to be winning the Royal Rumble. Give him like a big moment. See, Undertaker's a big guy, tall guy, but he's actually athletic. He could pull together a good assortment of moves. See, now we're just at a punching match. And all you can do is just punch. I mean, you know. And that's all you could do, man. It just doesn't mean, but it's just fucking boring. There we go. And now Undertaker's cleaning house. So we got Undertaker, MVP, Randy Orton, Edge, and Shawn Michaels. So there's your 5. See, yeah, when Undertaker can do stuff like that, get on the top rope, slam down, like one of his big moves. There goes MVP. So here's your final 4. Edge, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Good 4. Good final 4. Because any one of them could possibly win. Uh-oh. The Opportunist. Edge. Now, Shawn Michaels isn't out because he didn't roll over the top rope. Nice sound of the RKO. Well, I mean, what you expect is a Royal Rumble. One of you have to go out and the other win. I love how like they feel so surprised. You try to get me out? Yeah, we got to get each other out eventually. What do you expect? What do you expect? So now you have the underdog style, 2 against 1. Will the guy people like to root for overcome the odds? You have the wild card, Shawn Michaels out there, where it'll probably be Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the final 2. I'm guessing. Where it'd be like Undertaker won. Oh, Shawn Michaels is still in there. Undertaker make a comeback, give a nice clotheslines. Will he give a double choke slam? Or they don't kick him? Oh, nope, they kicked him. Will it be a double clothesline? Yep, double clothesline. Fun spot. Old school spot. Duck their clothesline, come out with the double clothesline. Ooh, big old boot to the face. I liked Undertaker. Always liked Undertaker. Always was a fan. I don't really know about his new podcast. I know there's a, especially with his wife there. When it was him and his buddy, wasn't too bad, but with his wife now, it's like, it's not as interesting of a podcast, at least to me. Like for wrestling stuff, like once I haven't listened to a while, but Jim Cornette, Stevie Richards co-host James Romero. Once in a while, Renee Dupree. Maven, I do like Maven. One of them don't turn on the other, I think. That'd be the story to tell. So now the idea is they're really gonna fuck up Undertaker with some chairs. I don't know how this is gonna win the match and throw him over. You could throw him over now and be closer to winning. Is he gonna hit? Uh-oh. Up, there you go. There goes Shawn Michaels. He took them both out. Shawn Michaels took them both out. There you go. Well, I guess it's been a while since Shawn Michaels accomplished something, so they wanted to give him a little bit more because he's not going to win. Are they both going to come up at the same time? Shawn with the flip and Undertaker with the dead man. Okay, any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now. There you go. Dead man rises up. Shawn versus Undertaker. Which I know they had some memorable WrestleMania matches. Undertaker won both of them because it was part of the streak, but still. He lost twice now to WrestleMania, right? Brock Lesnar. Didn't he lose to Roman Reigns as well? I can't remember, I think. Okay. Brock Lesnar, I get. People get mad about that, but you look just how big and formidable Brock Lesnar is. That I can understand. I know people are like, oh, you should never have broken the streak. I mean, I don't think it did any. I mean, I don't think Brock Lesnar needed it. I think people would have still liked or hated Brock Lesnar, whether the streak was part of his resume or not. But definitely a big moment that people still bring up. So I think that's what people sometimes companies looking for is those big moments. But with these two, you don't get some good points of the match with these two. Because they're both legends. Again, Shawn Michaels may not like as a person, but he's a legend. He is. So is Undertaker. And I think either one winning, people would be fine with. It's two people that fans like. So hey, you win either one win is a win-win situation for the audience. As Shawn Michaels wins, I don't know if Undertaker had one. I'm curious. How many Royal Rumbles did Undertaker win? Oh, this is the only one, so. Made him the first wrestler to ever win the match from the number 30 spot. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, this is the only one he was victorious in. Okay. How about Shawn Michaels? I know he won at least one of them. How many Royal Rumbles did Shawn Michaels win? Two. 1995 and 1996. So yeah, one guy who hasn't won it in over 10 years and one guy who never was victorious. So that's good booking. Either one could achieve it. Either one, I think the fans would be happy. In one, Michael Myers. Yeah, Shawn Michaels has done this kind of comeback where he was injured and he left for a while and now he's back and people really admiring what he's able to bring to the table. Like people really praise his run in those 2000s era with what he was able to accomplish. So and they're definitely giving us some time here at the end. Sometimes it's like a quick minute or two bout, but they're putting some time in for this, and there's still like 6 minutes left. So that was kind of like a mini match between the two. Nice flying elbow. There's a sign HBK 2007. I love HBK. What's sad is I wish Bret Hart could have had this kind of opportunity. Like you see how like Shawn Michaels, how beloved he is right here, the great matches he's able to have with a new realm of talent. But then Bret Hart went to WCW. He didn't want to. It's like, well, we can't pay your contract and blah blah blah. You need to go. Despite what I bet Vince McMahon also wanted him to go because he was more in love with Shawn Michaels. Shawn and Bret were like oil and water. Take one of them out of the equation, and that would be Bret Hart. So go. He got paid, but WCW they didn't use him. I think even Vince McMahon said they used him so poorly in WCW. Everybody agrees. They didn't use him for months. They didn't capitalize on the screw job. Then he's a fucking ref, and they fucked that up. Then he had a few matches, but they did not give him time to shine. Then he's with the NWO, and you're like, what? And then Bill Goldberg, he didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident, but he still fucked up. Gave Bret that concussion. Couldn't wrestle anymore, and then more than likely that helped cause the stroke. And I get why Bret would be mad to this day. You know, people, oh, why does he let it go? I wouldn't let it go. If your father grew you primed you up for wrestling for the entire life, your life, every breath was about wrestling. And this is accidentally or not, he still took it away. Yeah, I would have beef with him too. I would. There you go. Took out Shawn Michaels. Undertaker wins. There you go. But yeah, and then he can't wrestle anymore, and then he's stroke, and then the rehab for that. I get why Bret Hart would be pissed. I get why. I mean, here's the thing: people, oh, why is he so bitter? He made money. Yeah, granted, true. He made more money than me, you will ever see to this day. But you also think about how much it took away from him too. He didn't try to cause trouble, it seemed like, and he tried to do what he could, as a wrestler should. And then his brother dies in the rain. They kept the show going. Owen Hart fallen. People he knew, Mr. Perfect, British Bulldog, succumbed to drugs. Friends passing away. Shawn Michaels, here he acted like a fucking spoiled brat. He was injured, but he was able to come back and have all this stuff here. Bret went to WCW. They fucked around, fucked with him, shit on him, did not utilize him. Then a guy accidentally, who should have known what he was doing more so, fucked up and gave Bret the concussion. Then you get a stroke. Then you can never wrestle again. You can't do the thing that you love. That's the thing. He loved that more than... money is great. But Bret Hart was a fanatic on wrestling because his dad and everybody, every family member that he knew was part of wrestling. So, to have that taken away from you, I bet he would have given away his money to be able to wrestle more. That's who Bret Hart seems to be. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm going on about that when yeah, The Undertaker winning. But, yeah. As for Royal Rumble, it was fun. The highlights, you got Sabu getting chokeslammed through the table. A little bit of the Hardys working together. I don't even remember who threw out CM Punk. I don't remember. Was it Kali? Was it someone else? I don't know who threw out CM Punk. CM Punk didn't really make any difference or moment. Neither did Shelton Benjamin. Rob Van Dam had a few little nice moments. Undertaker had some time to shine. Had the little match with Shawn Michaels. Took out Great Khali. Shawn Michaels has his moments. Took out Randy and Edge. So some people got their moments to shine. Undertaker winning. Definitely leave the fans happy. And he would beat, I think, yeah, Batista he would beat and get the championship. So, nice collection of people, recognizable people. I have to look back. Who eliminated some of these people? I don't even remember. Okay, Ric Flair, I was a bit surprised he left so early. Maybe they just felt he was a bit too old. Finley, surprised he stayed on so long. Kenny Dykstra. Oh, he was part of the Spirit Squad. Okay, I remember the Spirit Squad. Matt Hardy. Edge. Always nice to see Edge in there. Booker T had his moments in. Quickly taking out the Sandman. Okay, so Great Khali did take out CM Punk. CM Punk was in there and did like nothing. Same with Shelton Benjamin. Was in there and did really nothing. Fuck the Great Khali. I do not like the Great Khali. He fucking sucks. So Great Khali took out Rob Van Dam, Chris Benoit, CM Punk. He took out a lot of people. Like, you have had like some Shawn Michaels versus CM Punk or like other people, man. But just had Great Khali just take so many people out. The Miz, that was the guy that he took out Great Khali in 7 seconds. But like I said, I liked the Royal Rumble match. It was fun. That was fun to watch. I don't know if I had seen this one before. But yeah, I'm a sucker for these matches. There's not many of them I really hate. So this was nice to see. So thanks go out to James for that request. I'll get to the other requests as soon as I can. But thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. Take care, everyone. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.